And I suppose you'll want to know all about my time too.
Well, there was hugging, squishing, rocking, pushing, dancing, dusting, sharing, choosing, talking, cooking, drying, cleaning, saving, cleaning, loving, joking, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed to go shopping to buy a present for a new baby which was about to be born. Dr. Juno came by to drop off Sampson. I gave her a flower to celebrate the arrival of the new baby and told her to show it off with pride. We took Sampson to the shops. We bought a present for the baby. Then we went to the hospital. Emma had given birth to a healthy wee boy. I loved seeing the new baby. It was a very special day. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was waving, greeting, hello, meeting, bye-bye, closing, waking, dozing, eating, sleeping, fetching, sketching, painting, stretching, gluing, chewing, sticking up and wiping round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as a road digger. He was given ear defenders because of all the noise outside. And Jack gave his dad some fluffy earmuffs too. Then I took Jack and the others to find some roadworks. We were hole inspectors with our hands over our ears. A bit further on, we discovered more roadworks. This time, there were really big holes in the road. Then the road drill started rattling again. Oh, what a racket! It must have been the same for Rudy. Until he remembered that if it's too noisy in the kitchen, you move into the sitting room. Me and Jack made pretend holes back in the flat, and we used the spades as road drills. Peace at last. Do you think it's a good idea to wear a safety helmet when the dirt is flying? Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was waving, greeting, hello, meeting, bye-bye, closing, waking, dozing, eating, sleeping, fetching, sketching, painting, stretching, gluing, chewing, sticking up and wiping round, picking up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as a Spanish dancer because today my friend called Juanita came to do some Spanish dancing. Juanita looked gorgeous in her flamenco dress. She gave the children special rattles called maracas to shake as we danced. Then Juanita showed us how to play the castanets. We put them on our fingers and clicked them together. They made a loud rattling noise, just like a rattling exhaust pipe on Tina's taxi. Hooray! Do you think I should take along my castanets next time I go to a party? Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was hugging, squishing, rocking, pushing, dancing, dusting, sharing, choosing, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, rocking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed in a kilt because of the Bagpipe Festival. This morning we played at being a marching band and we had all different musical instruments. Then Lisa went to nursery and she met a piper who'd come to see the children. After that, we went to the festival. We had such a good time there. And then we came home and did some Scottish dancing. And while we were doing that, Raymond was doing some Scottish dancing on the train. And he made himself a kilt too. And I know what I'm really going to enjoy. My vanilla and custard tart. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you'll want to know all about my time too?
Well, there was playing, running, creeping, jumping, chasing, painting, laughing, baking, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round.
really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as a dancer so he could join in with our salsa dancing. Kai was full of beans and said he wanted to be like his mum and stay awake till morning. He made a cardboard bus and spent ages cleaning it like Bobby has to do at work. I got tired watching him. Eventually, I had to telephone his mum to ask her to help in getting him into bed. Bobby came up trumps and made some shiny fish which Tina brought over in her taxi. Watching them sway about finally made Kai go to sleep. Do you like to cuddle up when you go to sleep? Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was laying, running, creeping, jumping, chasing, painting, laughing, digging, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed up ready for the sun because it was such a hot day. We went out into the yard and had a great time splashing around in the paddling pool. We all wore our sun hats and rubbed in lots of sun cream so we didn't burn. Then Rudy came round with lots of gorgeous fresh fruit from his stall. He peeled it and put it into his juicer and then we drank it. It was delicious. My favourite was apple and mango. We all made the most of the sun. Even Mickey John made the most of the sun in the end. Do you like making the most of the sunshine? Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you'll want to know all about my time too?
Well, there was laying, running, creeping, jumping, chasing, painting, laughing, digging, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as a violinist to calm us all down, which was just as well because Dr. Juno was in a bit of a frazzle. Sampson was a bit smelly, so after Dr. Juno had sped off to work, I gave him a bath. The children helped. We had to wash him in a calm and gentle way by first throwing in a plastic duck so we didn't get too excited. It was fun drying him off with a hairdryer. After that, Sampson smelled of roses and we had fun all day. Everything worked out for Dr. Juno too, once she realised more speed, less rush. Do you like having a bath? Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was laying, running, creeping, jumping, chasing, painting, laughing, digging, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed up as a policeman because we were going to visit the police station. Lisa pretended to drive a police car there. In the control centre, there were policemen talking to each other on walkie-talkies and using the radio to contact other police stations. While we were there, a message came through that there was a cow near the railway line. We wondered if Raymond's train had to stop. Later, another message came through that the cow had been moved, and when Raymond came home, he told us he had been on the train delayed by the cow. The line is clear. The cow has been successfully removed. Repeat, the line is clear. Do you think I sound like a policeman? Did you enjoy yourself? Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie. And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was waving, greeting, hello, meeting, bye-bye, closing, breaking, dozing, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as a magician because I was taking them out for a magical day at the Science Museum. First we raced round in our scooters. Lisa was just like her mum at work in her taxi. Then we went inside the Science Museum. Oh, it was amazing! We saw all sorts of magical things, like strange mirrors that turned us into silly shapes and giant toadstools. Then we came home and I did a magic show for the children. It wasn't as good as Roger Wizardo, the famous magician, but the children loved it. Did you have fun today? Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie.